Okay, so this is about Europe. Okay, the EU is led by a Stalinistic system, right? That's actually got kicked out of Russia because Stalin killed 90 million Russians in concentration camps, and Stalin is roughly the gay communities, right? So now he was kicked out of Russia, and then the Stalinistic people were very rich. They stolen all the Russian goods and assets, and then they became the French upper classes and the British upper classes. Especially the British upper classes are a Stalinistic system, right? So Stalin is running the EU, and then also he is about 6 or 7 times worse than Hitler. All right, so now in today's world, the world has been put at turmoil because of the Stalin system again. Right, so Putin kicked out all the Stalinistic people, and then they evaded and ended up in Europe, especially in France and especially in England, and they became the upper classes. Certainly, a corner of the upper classes there are a Stalinistic gay, and they're like about 7 or 8 times worse than Hitler was. Right, so the Stalinistic system believes in concentration camps and starving the people. That's what Stalin is known for. And he's currently bringing in mass immigrants into the UK, into the hotels that Stalinistic people stolen the hotels off the Europeans. Stalinistic people are from Russia but kicked out. They are killing Europe, especially England and America. And this is a system much worse than Hitler. Right, so the alternative to the Stalinistic system of British upper classes running America and Britain to the ground, well, the alternative to that is Hitler, and bringing back the SS to tackle the Stalinism, which is the piss-drinking gay communities, so much worse, more worse than Hitler ever was, and to the humble person in the game is Hitler. Because Stalin is an absolute heathen. So the upper classes are the Stalinistic system, right? And they can't be trusted. They're the Houses of Lords. They've just recently put a barricade up around the Houses of Lords to protect themselves because people are working out it's them. They're the upper classes. They're the Stalinistic system once kicked out of Russia. They killed 90 million over there in Russia, right? And in England, they're creating devastation across England and America, right? Now, this Stalinistic system is the gay communities, right? And they're much, much worse than Hitler, right? So, the Stalinistic system is very anti-Semitic, very anti-women's rights, very anti-women individualisation of any kind at all. Stalin is an animal. He's depicted as a pig walking on his hind legs. He's an animal, right? He is a beast, right? A hog, right? That's Stalin. That's your upper classes, a hog, right? Now, okay, and that hog is very anti-Semitic, right? So, the EU is also very anti-Semitic. So, the Hitler system that is actually these days very pro-Israel, pro-Jewish people, pro-Romanians, pro-Europeans, pro-Christian and Catholic, etc. The Hitler people is pro-Jewish. So that's the alternative to the Stalinistic system that runs the world's turmoils right now. For instance, the Stalinistic system is also created Hamas, and they're also funding Zelensky. They've got 2 world wars going on right now, just because they're Stalin, right? Well known for brutalising anyone in and around them. Russia had to kick them out, and Russia benefited from it. They've now got a rising middle class. Stalin is the upper classes, and they're destroying the middle and working classes in the hosting countries like England and France and America. So the Stalin system in the UK can be translated as the upper classes. They are also all the doctors in the hospitals. They are Stalin, a whole load worse than Hitler. Okay, so these upper classes, they are also psychiatry. They again are far worse than Hitler ever was. And they're a genocide group, and they're doing it again. There's a whole load of evidence for that. So Putin and Russia, the rising middle classes in Russia, they're at war with Zelensky. Zelensky is the upper classes, the gay communities, Stalin. Alright? And they're grievously attacking Russia again. Okay, so now in Britain, we have the same problem. Our schools are run by Stalin. Right? Our pubs and hotels and properties, they're also run by Stalin, and it's a gay communities, and they're pissing on England. Alright, so, and they're pissing on America. So the upper classes in England include the judges and lawyers, and they're a Stalinistic system, and it's known by the psychologists that they are homosexuals, and then that these judges are homosexuals, and then they've got penis envy, right? That's Stalin, and then he's killing people based on that. That his psychosis is he's got penis envy. He's Stalin. He's the upper classes, and he's killing the middle and working classes based on his penis envy. Right, he's actually a homosexual paedophile, and he has a long line of problems dating back from hundreds of years, but was analysed in the 1920s by psychologists that they got penis envy syndrome, right, and that they're homosexuals, they're Stalin, they're a big problem. They run McDonald's, they're running the schools. They run all the pubs. The pub landlords are also the judges out there and lawyers, and they're attacking all the British people like Tommy Robinson, Keir Starmer, and Nigel Farage and Donald Trump too. So the Law Society is this Stalinistic system of the upper classes, gays, with the penis envy syndrome. They're very sick to the bone. So they need to be sectioned, found, and put away. So all the upper classes whatever they own, they're a Stalinistic system that were kicked out of Russia because they're too sick. Right, they can't live in Russia. Right, so what the hell are they doing in Europe, especially in England, and running the upper classes, running our councils? They own McDonald's, they run our schools. Stalin runs our schools right now. Right, do you want them around kids? They've got a history of killing 90 million middle and working class Russians. Right, so now they also run the train services in Britain. Stalin does. Right, start the British upper classes, the gay communities, sick as a bone, and they're creating mass immigration into England to kill the hosting country in concentration camps run by the immigrants. And that's the plan of Stalin and the British upper classes. They also own McDonald's, the schools, the pub landlords, also the hotel managers. And all the electronic companies out there like cash converters and all the electronic mobile shops, they are also the Stalinistic system, stolen electronic companies of Germany. Alright, so now an exiled Russian group now own the electronic industry, and they also pissing on England and America especially.